Ow. Ah. Get up. Well, but ow. I just didn't realize how lonely a man could be. I didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why, I just couldn't see. I know that you took as much as you could take, and it hurt when you walked out that door. But a woman like you that's just so sweet truly deserves much more. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed, thoughts of my baby running off in my head. You're not here 'cause something foolish I said. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Roll over to the right, you're not there. Pillow still smells like your sweet hair. I'm longing for your loving, but now instead I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Ow. Ah. Get up. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Here we go. The one only DJ Chase. You know this, man. We back now to Butter Basics show. I didn't. On a blessed Sunday, we got a dope guest in here, Michael Knight. Don't know what. The New York Cowboy. Let's go. As much as you could take, and it hurt when you walked out that door. But a woman like you that's just so sweet truly deserves much more. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed, thoughts of my baby running off in my head. You're not here 'cause something foolish I said. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Roll over to the right, you're not there. We having some fun today. You know this is DJ Chase. We working. Let's go. I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Night after night, I sleep alone, tossing and turning. Oh my God, I want to leave Johnny Fastlane in the building. DJ Chase. We vibing. Let's go.
Yes, Radio.
And the funniest thing, I don't know why. Maybe you can figure. But without you here, this king-size bed just seems like it's getting bigger. Shout out to everybody on that IG Live. What up? Like I said, the one on the DJ Chase, you know what it is. We here at DTFradio.com. The Butter Basics show. Call us up 347-721-3161. Let's go. I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Roll over to the right, you're not there. Pillow still smells like your sweet hair. I'm longing for your loving, but now instead I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Well, I keep on dreaming that you're coming back. Good music today, good vibes, man. Like I said, follow me, DJChase.net. I'm working, DTFradio.com. Let's go. Cause maybe then you'll understand. Positive energy today. Let's get it. All through my head. You're not here cause something foolish I said. Now I sleep alone in my king-size. Once again, Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy. Let's go. You're not there. The pillow still smells like your sweet hair. I'm longing for your loving, but now instead I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Cause I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Yeah.
Once again, good energy, good vibes.
Like 50.
We here.
Inquiring minds want to know, what's it like? Maybe it's like this, 50, like, yo, 50 Cent. Hey, yo, 50, let me get your autograph. Or, what's the other cat?
Once again, Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy in the building. Let's go.
Yo, I could be in the movie, 50. Everybody wants some. Check out this idea I got for a video, 50. How about the other ones that's like, yo, 50, you my cousin from my uncle's brother's mother's sister's cousin's uncle's side. We family, man. Yo, hook me up. Then there's the other cat. Yo, 50, you still owe me a dime on that package.
Yes, Redo.
I want my money, 50. With interest.
Like I said, Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy in here.
What's it like?
The Butter Basic Show. Call us up 347-721-3161. DTFradio.com. Let's go.
Like this. I'm gonna tell y'all what he might say. Check it out. He might say like this. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, slice and taste it. I know why. They all want to try out my shoes. Players been in the game for ages, still jumping around on small town stages. They wondering how this shot up cat came out on top. Careful what you ask for, bro. You don't know. There's a price to pay for stacking this much dough. Yeah. I can't even take a lead.
Once again, DTFradio.com.
Like I called the press release, I gotta step to
a... Shout out to Tay Zay. You know what it is, New Jersey. What up?
Say we the life of the party. Pull up, it's about to get started. Go crazy, turn up, get naughty. Tell that fat act, baby, come ride me. Don't split on anything, get you toxic. Tell you I ain't doing no boxing. Tell them fall back, tell them stop watching. Say we the say we the life of the party.
You know this, man. Like I said, Jersey, what up? That Tay and Zay, life of the party. Dropping November 4th for all streaming platforms. Let's go. Breaking music, breaking artists. What it do?
Tay and Zay, we the life of the party. Pull up, it's about to get started. Go crazy, turn up, get naughty. Tell that fat act, baby, come ride me. Don't split on it.
Good vibes, good energy.
Tell you I ain't doing no boxing. Tell them fall back, tell them stop watching.
Yes, Redo.
Don't call my phone today. I'm done turned up all the way. Try this boat, this Hennessy. Doing too much, got your friend instead. Turning me, I'll be the.
Tomorrow, man, SOBs, major stage. You know what this, man? Tomorrow, man, SOBs. Let's go.
Yes, Redo.
We the life of the party. Pull up, it's about to get started. Go crazy, turn up, get naughty. Tell that fat act, baby, come ride me. Don't split on anything, get you toxic. Tell you I ain't doing no boxing. Tell them fall back, tell them stop watching. If you want it, I can knock out.
Please don't call my phone today. I've been turned up all the way. Try this boat, this Hennessy. Doing too much, got your friend instead today. I've been turned up all the way. Try this boat, this Hennessy.
Yes, Redo.
Once again, Tay and Zay, life of the party. Get familiar. Let's go.
Watching my face keep hitting the ski like we in a
Butter Basic Show. We here.
Giving them hips, 10 shots in, so we living the streets too much fun. We feeling shit like clock. Boys ganging out tips like ooh.
Yes, Redo.
Pull up, it's about to get started. Go crazy, turn up, get naughty.
We working. Let's go.
Don't let me get you toxic. Tell you I ain't doing no boxing. Tell them fall back, tell them stop watching.
DJ Church.
We the life of the party. Pull up, it's about to get started. Go crazy, turn up, get naughty. Tell that fat act, baby, come ride me. Don't split on it, get you toxic. Tell you I ain't doing no boxing. Tell them fall back, tell them stop watching. If you want it, then I can got it.
Ooh.
DTFradio.com. Call up 347-721-3161. We locked in. Let's go. I'm the one only DJ Chase.
Yes, Redo.
Good energy, good vibes. You know what it is. Mrs. JP. You gonna want to ring my bell. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You been in my A-Lo sis, want you to take it there. Don't play with it, if you touch it, you bought it. This shit ain't for sale. Exclusive pussy, can't find it sitting on nobody's
Like I said, shout out to everybody on that IG Live. What's good?
You can ring my bell and bust it out the cell. You been in my A-Lo sis, want you to take it there. Don't play with it, if you touch it, you bought it. This shit ain't for sale.
Munch De Niro, I got you. We gonna fix that. Let's go.
Nobody's show. No.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all?
You can ring my bell and bust it out the cell. You been in my A-Lo sis, want you to take it there. Don't play with it, if you touch it, you bought it. This shit ain't for sale.
Vincent, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Sitting on nobody's show.
Somebody gotta rebuffer it. You gotta rebuffer it, Munch De Niro. Rebuffer that. Let's get it.
Wherever you go, I go. Pop up in your mail. No, don't call me back. Just
Vincent, now I'm DJ. Like DJ Chase, DTFradio.com. Let's go.
Cheers, Radio.
You know where I'm from. I'm a boss with you.
Like I said, good vibes, good energy. You know what it is.
You sight on panties, it's coming down. Ain't nothing to be weird about. We got it out the mud. Pull that tampon out this stepper and get that tick back in blood. I take it slanted like Asian. Put your oven in my
Cheers, Radio.
Only got me for one king in my kingdom. You can ring my bell, no AI, I'm the answer. Boy, you special, change my profession.
Munch De Niro, we gonna work on that. We gonna get that fixed up. Let's go.
You got good race, but you handsome. Take me away, nobody gon' pay my ransom. You can ring my bell anytime, anywhere.
Salute, let's go.
Signal, you know I'll be there.
Cheers, Radio.
Not even at the door. Come inside, let me open it up, lay it down on the
Munch De Niro, I see you on the check-in. Let's go.
Amazon, no app.
Good looking, Munch De Niro, I see you.
Just like a snowball. My baby on that dick.
DJ Chase, DJ Chase.
Once again, follow me on that Instagram _DJ Chase.
Around, I promise.
Twitter at DJ Chase. DJChase.net. Let's go.
Route, you know I keep my nose with
DJ Chase.
Good vibes, good energy. We outside today.
Don't need no clout. From the north, I'm coming for the south. No pigeon, call me a flamingo. Don't need a fly to spread my wings out. This ain't no hospital pussy. Don't need no scrubs around here. Just a real nigga to love me right and pull my hair. Smack my ass sometimes and tell me, babe, you looking tight fit. Shoot them
Cheers, Radio.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Ringing bells and they call me the missus and need award. You can ring my bell, no AI, I'm the answer. Boy,
DA on the track, I see you. Argentina on the check, and let's go.
I must be a cancer. You got the race, but you handsome. Take me away, nobody don't pay.
Once again, good energy, good vibes today. Let's go. Nice, relaxing fall Sunday. The Butter Basic Show, DTFradio.com, 347-721-3161.
DJ Chase, DJ Chase, DJ Chase.
Let's have some fun today. We outside. Once again, follow me. Instagram _DJ Chase _DJ Chase.net. We vibing.
Do she really love me? Do she really love me now? It's the youngin'. It's the youngin'. It's the youngin'. Hold me the wavy. Relax that music.
True words, what's good? What's good? I see you on the check and let's go.
Rolling up the block. Do she really love me? Do she really love me now?
Once again, Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy in the building. We working.
DJ Chase, Cheers, Radio.
New York City in here, Johnny Fastlane in here. Let's get it.
The money started on the alley block. Is you really holding, boy? You probably really not. Started on the alley block. You can come through here and shop. Don't be coming with no bullshit. You gon' get your ass popped. How you acting gangster? It's the youngin'. It's the youngin'. Hold me the wavy. Relax that music, man. Raising keys on the. I'll be straight rolling up the block. Do she really love me? Do
Once again, like I said, shout out on the IG Live with a check and let's go. Tomorrow I'm at SOB's major stage. Let's get it.
Boy, you probably really not started on the alley block. You can come through here and shout.
Yes, Rado.
How you acting gangsta nigga, but your daddy is a cop.
Good energy, good energy.
Because I'm stirring up the pot. Yeah.
Once again, God bless us today. Let's go.
Do she love me? Yeah, bitches wanna fuck me, but this pretty ain't no dummy. I'm just getting to the money. I get fresh when it gets sunny. Heard some people
say. We had a long week. Let's rock, let's rock. Johnny Fastlane in here. Let's go.
Rolling up the block.
Yes, Rado. DJ Church. DJ Church. DJ Church.
Once again, it's only right, Michael Knight.
Well, the day that you left, I just didn't.
We having some fun today. New York Cowboy, the Butter Basic Show. I'm DJ Chase. Like the bank, you know what it is.
Could be. Didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why, I just couldn't see.
Once again, we ride Chevys. Let's go.
Well, the day that you left, I just didn't realize how lonely a man could be.
We having some fun today.
I didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why, I just couldn't see.
Yes, Rado.
What did you take? And it hurt when you walked out that door.
Like I said, shout out to everybody on IG Live. Call up 347-721-3161. The phone lines is going crazy.
Now I sleep alone in my.
Like I said, we ride big Chevys. Let's go.
Thoughts of my baby running all through my head. You're not here for something foolish I said. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Roll over to the right. You're not there. Pillows still smells like your sweet hair. I'm longing for your loving, but now it's there. I sleep alone in my king-size bed.
Yes, Rado.
Night after night, I sleep alone, tossing.
Well, damn, I all of a sudden got me a down south. A down south, southern-esque. Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm feeling real country today, New York City. We're internationally local. Yo, everybody, welcome to the Butters Basic Show. Shout outs to DJ Chase in the building.
Yeah.
Big up.
What up, Chase?
All right.
Peace.
Yo, sitting to the left of me, the best of me. But do you know who I am? Or do we forget? Or are we trying to remember? Or like, what are we doing?
I mean, who are you?
It's the Butters Basic Show, everybody.
Yes. Big up.
And I'm super, super thankful to be here in the atmosphere that is life.
Yes.
And welcome yourselves too to providing me with your presence. I absolutely love it. This is the platform for the unknown to get known, the Butters Basic Show. To the left of me, the best of me.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here. You already know what it is.
Johnny J.
Yeah.
Johnny Fastlane. Where can they find you, hun?
On Instagram, YouTube, Johnny Fastlane, everywhere. Jonny, no H in that. You know what I'm saying? Fastlane, spelled like.
That's my job to tell them there's no H.
You already know what it is.
It's really awesome, guys. When you search Johnny Fastlane, make sure you don't put an H in there. There's 2 N's and a Y. Johnny Fastlane. And he is a media independent would you call it alternative media, or what do you call what's going on right now with Johnny Fastlane's movement?
I mean, it's just really, generally speaking, like hip hop media. You know, I cover everything from whatever Kanye is talking about right now to, you know, underground rappers and things like that. You
Damn,
know,
it's real funny that you mentioned Kanye, being that I'm definitely gonna get in that ass today.
we got to talk about it.
We
We
have
got
to talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do the hip hop news. You already know what it is.
Awesome sauce, yo! This is a great additive to the flavor.
All right.
You know, DJ Chase, let the people know where they can find you. Thank you so much for mixing the precursor to the delivery of the show.
I told you I'm a fan of country music. So.
Talk about that. How did you become a fan of country music, Chase?
I just like country music. I don't know, like the simplistic.
Do you know who Dolly Parton is?
Come on, son.
What about
Like,
Randy Travis?
You can
Do you know
find me-
who Randy Travis is?
Come on, son.
Listen.
Talk about that. Where can they find DJ Chase? DJ Chase.
Look.
Sorry.
Shout out to my guy DJ Trace, but DJ Chase, like the bank, is Instagram _DJ Chase _ and DJChase.net. Nice and simple. Twitter at DJ Chase and Facebook the real DJ Chase. You can find me there. Yeah.
Awesome sauce. As a DJ, do you find that when you're in the clubs that people, if you played something alternative to hip hop or pop, that they will dance to it or look around like, I hate this DJ? Or how do they feel when you play something alternative that's not exactly what the expected norm is?
I don't really do too many clubs. I'm not a big fan of them, but honestly, like, it works. It's the DJ that makes the record, not the record that makes the DJ. You know, I play a lot of different like private events, weddings and stuff. Like even the Fresh Prince song, I was the originator of playing that back in college. So
like you play everything, and then all of a sudden you play the Fresh Prince song. But what will be the response?
It depends. It depends on the crowd. You got to feel it. Music is about. That's why I like country music, because it's about feeling. So I like ATVs, guns, and 4-wheelers. So that's why I like doing Chevy. So.
And you know what's so dope about today's show? And thanks, Chase. I don't know why I keep on saying. I'm like, since you sponsored it with that Bel Air last week.
But I'm here today, though, right?
I'm saying you gotta be like, yo, we're over here doing something fantastic for the culture. Yes. And that means DJ Chase is involved. So anybody that's listening right now, make sure you follow that man. Make sure that you check out his social media. Check out his playlist. He's a man about town and serious about his business too, in regards to loving on hip hop.
I try my best.
Not love in hip hop, or what is it? Love in hip hop.
Yeah,
loving on hip hop.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. But...
Chase, do you think that country music should be included ever since like a Lil Nas X came and said that was his genre?
Nah.
He won awards in that genre.
There's so many great, like,
didn't he win awards in that genre?
Yeah, he got a Grammy.
There's so many great
doing a tour now too.
Artists though. Yeah. Like, I don't think he can, like, he's not a defined, definite person of country. Like, he's a horrible representation of it.
Well, I mean,
well, he's a Billy Ray Cyrus just like took the money. I ain't mad at him. Get your paper. But I'm just saying, like, as far as the music is the culture, that's not it. That's
so, do you think possibly that country itself as a genre knows that is not them when they think about Lil Nas X?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Any true country artist, or, you know what I'm saying, anybody will tell you, like, country is not a, once again, it's a style. It's Nashville. It's more to it than that. It's not gimmick and mockery. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't realize that black people started country music. You know what I'm saying?
There you
so
go.
It's not like,
there you go.
It's
oh boy!
I don't want to get into that, but
no, but we're gonna get into it because our guest here today, the New York Cowboy.
Yeah,
you came up off of your mic when you heard DJ Chase say certain folks are not a proper representative. Also, that what was that last thing you said? DJ
no, I said
Chase?
country music was started by black people.
Horrible,
started by who?
Black folks.
Can
That's
you
right.
talk about? Listen, please introduce the world to yourself, because we're internationally local here at the Butters Basic Show. Not everybody knows who this is. This New York City Cowboy. Where do they do that at?
Well, I'm Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy, and I've been singing country for quite a while. One of my songs that I wrote in my original album, I Sing Country Too, I was trying to tell people why, because people ask, why do you sing country? And one of the verses goes, well, my dad came from a farm in North Carolina. He plowed a few fields down south. Maybe that's the reason why every time I sing, country music comes out of my mouth.
Is that a whole lyric? Because that did rhyme, like almost like it was hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, hip hop too is still it's rhymes. It's a song that's poetry is music in itself, and when you put it to music as well, it makes it really fantastic. And of course, like you said, you can find me at thenewyorkcowboy.com, the nYcowboy.com, streetstoriesnyc.com. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all those things.
Why should people look for you as an artist?
Well, like he said, sometimes people like an alternative, you know. I used to be a bartender and I've listened to many kinds of music, white, black, Indian, Spanish, African, and some of the beats and the music are so amazing. You can't just limit yourself to one. You can't limit yourself, and your world is so small when our world is so big. And there's so much talent out here, so much talent.
Are you from New York?
Yeah,
I am. I was born in Brooklyn. Brooklyn
in the house, without a doubt.
So what made you gravitate towards country music if you're a Brooklynite,
I knew I couldn't rap too well.
Okay.
But
Thanks for acknowledging that, because some people are rappers right now that cannot rap too well. It's okay.
You got to know your limitations.
All right.
You're just put yourself in your own box.
He just never
Exactly.
been produced. That's why. Country music, rap music is country music.
And on top of that, I had so many people that were trying to ask me, what are you going to sing? What are you going to sing? And when I was younger, we had radio stations like WABC, Cousin Brucey, and the Carpenters, and love songs.
Oh my God.
Then
did
all
you
we
say
got.
the Carpenters?
That's right. And
When I'm
long
alone
time
in my car,
that's
I
not
listen
really.
to the
This is
Carpenters,
America,
like-
where we were brought up in a certain culture. We had a lot of songs before black folks were allowed in.
Mhm.
And some of the songs were really nice. And I always listen to that. But then we got CD 101, which jazz, that faded out. And then we finally had Light FM.
Mhm.
And that was the last of the love songs. And I like love songs. So I said, what am I going to sing that I can actually still have this love in it? And it's not hip hop, but it's still a love song. Let me try country. And
Okay.
I started writing, and I named my album I Sing Country Too. Move over, Willie Nelson. Look out, Kenny Rogers. I love you, Dolly Parton. I do, but I sing country too.
Is that the whole name of the album?
One of
Like
the-
all
one of
that?
the-
Or just
I Sing Country Too. That's the name
All
of it.
right.
How long ago was that when you decided to say, you know what, I'm going to jump into country music?
I don't want to tell my age. It must have been 10 years, 15 years now.
Really?
I went to Nashville. I have a great producer out there. In fact, I don't even have to go to Nashville anymore to do the albums. I send her a song. She does the tracks. She gets a band. She fixes them. I sing to it when she sends it back. Then I send it back. She gets me a backup singer. And some of the backup singers, a lot of people, you got to remember, it's like Hollywood. They left their homes to become famous, and now they're washing dishes, even though they could play guitar with their feet.
Mhm.
But they got to do what they got to do to eat. And if they didn't make it, they're still doing what they got to do. So she'll hire people and let them do backup albums for a certain price. And it saves me money. And, it comes out really professional. The albums I have, people have grabbed them from me and said, I thought it was going to be one of those garbage albums people hand you, but they're great. I love your songs. People on the street that have come back up to me.
They've underestimated you.
I don't blow my own horn.
Listen,
but-
when artists sit here on the show, sometimes I'll ask them, what makes you that specific talent that everybody should be looking for? And we just talked about this, and I'll say it here on air because I always will. They love to give me the same answer, yet telling me I'm different. I'm humble. Are you great at what you do?
I believe God gave me a talent sometimes I sit back and look at the song and say, "You wrote that?" I mean, sometimes I'm amazed looking back.
So even though you do country music, I could tell there's a lot of hip hop elements within your music, right? What do you think about, or what do you say to somebody like a Little Nas X or even Nelly, who
I remember when
years
Nelly
ago,
did
like
his-
back
yeah.
in
He
2002,
tried it, right?
I remember when
Did he
Nelly-
try it or did he accomplish it, Johnny?
He had one
I think he
album.
had like one or two kind of hits that were like kind of country / hip hop kind of hybrid.
Nelly
right?
was one of the first to do it with him.
Yeah. What do you say to people like that who do that type of music?
You lucky stiff.
Oh my!
If I could find somebody to join in mine, like I wrote a song for 50 Cent called What's It Like 50?
Okay.
And I was hoping he might grab it, or even Eminem might grab it.
Mhm.
And on my website, I have different titles. I have I Sing Country Too, hip hop. I have 5-Star Honky Tonk.
Mhm.
So those are the two main albums. And then I have different ones where Michael's just singing my songs. I have some Christian songs, and I have a list of different ones that I have. So they can go on even and listen to some of my club music. I have a couple that are just for dancing because I've been through the disco
The country
days.
style dance, like how they do like the line dancing.
That would be dope, though.
Come on
Like a
now.
hip hop country kind of line dance.
Don't be selling
No.
our product until it's copywritten. Mm.
Well,
Do you
I'm working
do
on
you
writing
see
some
what we're
more.
getting at here?
Yes, let's make
How
some
long
money.
have you been doing this?
Like I said, probably around 10, 15 years. And it takes time to create. And then I started writing the books. So I have 44 books in the series. They're called Street Stories NYC. And they're short stories with a little twist at the end, with everything to do with New York, from every title that I could think of in New York. And 911, NYPD, FDNY, Sanitation Department, Divorce Court, Hip Hop and Love, Stalkers.
This is crazy. Like, so you were born and raised in Brooklyn, but you're doing country music. Do you know how to ride a horse?
I actually wrote a couple. I got kicked once by one, almost broke my ankle.
So you actually went through the whole process of actually doing the whole. I don't think anybody that's doing country, if you never rode a horse before, that, and I'm sure that the popular version of white country music would never accept somebody that has not either gotten on a saddle, Done-
Drove it in a Ford. You gotta have a Ford
a
or
pickup,
Chevy.
a pickup
a
truck.
Ford or a
Just
Chevy.
one.
Am I
Chevy
being
this week.
stereotypically
No,
like
and you
know,
need a dog, and
need
also
a
your
dog.
wife has to divorce you and take the dog.
Mm.
That's when your real country music. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
kid.
Yeah, but even in a
Heartbreak's a
couple of
part of
my
it.
This man just
songs,
said he makes love songs.
yeah, but
Y'all
even in a
agree.
couple of my songs, I put that I ain't never milked a cow and I ain't never shoot a horse,
Okay.
but I ride the iron horse in New York.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so I tried to put both contrasts to it. Listen, I may not be your country, but this is still my country too.
That's a
USA.
fact.
Hey, I hear that.
Country
I hear
artists
that.
are so rich now. They
I
ride
definitely
Rolls
hear that.
Royces. Country artists ride Rolls Royces and Ferraris. They ain't riding horses.
Exactly. They do that for the show, but that's not what they know.
Darius Rucker's riding a Ferrari. He ain't
Exactly.
riding he ain't riding no horse. I tell you that.
Yo, and talking about stereotypes and like what country music should be like, do you think that there's something inauthentic about a black cowboy, or is that a real thing that people need to put in their heads that yes, that existed, no, it's not a myth, and it's a continued tradition that people have not forgotten?
Well, it's good that you say that because I've been to the ranch over on Linden Boulevard with the Black Cowboys, the Black Federation
Shout outs to
of
Brooklyn,
Cowboys.
New York.
Yes.
And I've been down south when I was a little boy, and I've gone to places where I've seen colored only bathroom, white only. Okay, white sink, black sink, colored. Okay, you had to be colored a certain color or something. But I grew up
Colored,
knowing
but not
that.
black.
Exactly, you weren't black back then.
It wasn't black
wasn't
back
black
then.
back
Because any
No.
color, like if you're Puerto Rican, Mexican, a nigger,
As
whatever,
long as you're not
you
white,
cannot
you
drink
can't
from
do
this
that.
damn
Exactly.
fountain. That's why they said color.
I'm so sorry. The reason why I wanted to distinguish the difference between what back then and what today is. Some folks that are colored do not like to be represented as black today. They don't think that black is a proper representation of they realize that black is a status that's created by man, and at one point in time people lived amongst each other without saying, oh, you're white, oh, you're black, oh, you're, what is everybody else?
If they didn't keep killing folks off, we wouldn't be having these conversations all the
Damn,
time. All right. And
Robert.
keep bringing it back up with George Floyd and everybody else where this is happening. Maybe we wouldn't have such a problem. I mean, we have bigger things to think about. We can't get anybody out of a burning building yet. The World Trade falls and nobody gets out in time through the top. I mean, there's so much more we have to invent, discover, so many things we have to do in this world yet to better ourselves. They're talking about flying cars, and I mean, we still working on the gas powered ones. I mean, but you know, I'll keep writing songs about it and books about it.
Awesome.
You
Thanks
know,
for your contribution.
originally, cowboys were black, right? The Buffalo Soldiers, they were escaped slaves who, you know, ran from the East Coast and went to the West. That's why they call it the Wild West, because your first, you know, cowboys were black people, and also like prisoners that just escaped from prison. But that's pretty dope that you're still, you know, carrying on that tradition as a black person from Brooklyn and a cowboy.
Well, I wrote 2 songs for Martin Luther King's birthday. I was supposed to make it to Maryland when that statue, to Washington when the statue was erected, but some kind of storms or something came up. I didn't get there, but I sang up and down the eastern coast for the NAACP. I went to Naples in Florida, Greenville, South Carolina, here in New York, the NAACP. I wrote Free at Last and I Have a Dream, and they're both, I'm not blowing my own horn, but they're
You got to. This is your
fantastic
interview,
songs.
sir.
Let me tell you, the people in Nashville,
Trying to tell 'em.
the people in Nashville and the background singers did their thing. Free at Last and I Have a Dream, they should be played at any black event. They should be like national anthems because they're really powerful songs.
What happens when nobody thinks they're black anymore?
There's a lot of people walking around here that should be medicated.
And you know what's so wild? I don't want to put like the artist at you know, at consequence of these answers.
You're gonna
It's
talk about
unfair
Kanye.
because most times, you know what time it
You
is.
don't have the answers.
Most times it's like, you know, people be like, you're an artist, dribble that. You're a basketball player, dribble that
He
ball.
cannot solve
You're an artist,
all
you
the
play
questions.
the songs. You don't have the
Yeah,
answers.
exactly.
Right.
Nobody
Shut
wants
up and
you.
sing.
Shut up and sing.
Mhm.
And it's wild as hell because it's like Ronald Reagan was an actor.
You
Arnold
believe-
Schwarzenegger was an
Exactly.
actor.
Donald Trump.
Yo, he was got an IMDb too. And so all of y'all sitting here telling people what actors shouldn't do, but if they are on the forefront of the people's interface with popularity, we're gonna look to you, Cardi B, and all of y'all to say, stand up against transhumanism. We want to be human.
Because you
Exactly.
have an influence, and you
Exactly.
influence so many people that it's like, sorry, but you got to bear this responsibility.
Yeah,
Gotta
you
say
didn't
something.
ask
You know what I'm
for
saying?
it.
Don't
but-
just sit back and collect the money.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when you came into position with knowing who you were as an artist, you knew that we would be looking. You knew we'd be scrutinizing. You knew we'd want to know what you and don't wait until your think tank that they prescribe for you tells you how to be, and then you're
Exactly.
like, wait a minute. I'm just the New York cowboy. I didn't ask
Singing my
you to
song.
yeah, I just want to sing songs. No. People want to know, hey, who he's voting for.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
since
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
different, right? It's so captivating. It's so, you know, not the norm. You know, so we got to talk about it. We got to address the elephant in the room.
And so what we'll do right now is play one of your hits.
Okay.
I like King Size Bed because I like that
I
you
know
went
you
through
do.
it on that. Me personally, yeah. If you men keep behaving poorly,
Appropriately.
you will be a man of a certain age in a king size bed
All by yourself.
Can we get a piece of that?
Ow. Well, the day that you left, I just didn't realize how lonely a man could be. I didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why I just couldn't see. I know that you took as much as you could take, and it hurt when you walked out that door. But a woman like you that's just so sweet truly deserves much more. Now. Ow. Well, the day that you left, I just didn't realize how lonely a man could be. I didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why I just couldn't see. I know that you took as much as you could take, and it hurt when you walked out that door.
Once again, Michael Knight, the Butter Basics Show. We here. DTFradio.com, 347-721-3161. Johnny Fast Lane, last word.
I sleep alone in my king-size bed. Watching my baby running all through my head. You're not here 'cause something foolish I said.
Once again, a New York Cowboy, last word.
Roll over to the right. You're not
Yes, Reno.
I'm longing for your loving, but now instead I sleep alone in my king-size bed.
We here. Michael Knight with an N, not a K.
Tossing and turning on.
Let's work. Let's work.
This would have never happened to me.
Yes, Reno.
Right. And the funniest thing, I don't know why. Maybe you can figure. But without you here, this king-size bed.
Yes, Reno.
It's getting bigger. Yeah. I sleep alone in my.
We call this one bed. Michael Knight, the New York Cowboy. Let's work.
Yes, Reno.
Oh, 4 miles to go to Mexico.
Yo, welcome back to the Butters Basic Show. Like, yo, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You feel me?
So get in the know, kid.
44
Like,
miles to go before
Mexico.
Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Johnny, you frequent Mexico.
yeah, man, I be in Mexico all the time. I used to live in El Paso, Texas, actually, which is like
Really?
right across the border. I used to pay. It used to be 25 cents to walk across the border, drink and drown. $10 in the
Did you
club.
say drink and drown?
Drink and drown. $10 entry in the club.
It's like south
and
of the border in South Carolina.
unlimited liquor. Like, it was crazy. That's when I was back in the Air Force. But I'll be going to Mexico all the time anyway. Like,
You in the Air Force?
that's my home. Yeah.
My brother did 20 years.
Yo, I did 4 years.
Get
You know what I'm
out
saying?
Why y'all
Yeah.
make it sound like jail time? Like, is this jail
Where were you
time?
stationed though?
El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, that was your whole tour.
Yeah. I
Really?
was
Oh,
I
wow.
was in Korea. I was in
Oh, okay,
I
that's
was
what I'm
in
talking about.
Vegas and stuff like that.
He
But
did Vegas too, and Korea.
yes, but mainly
Wow.
El Paso, Texas, right across the border from Mexico. And I was mad young, like 19, 20 years
My
old.
brother too.
So I was over there turning up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was fun. For real. I would
Black
say.
man in El Paso.
That's right. That's right.
Can I ask you guys a question? And this is for both of you.
Mhm.
You guys are quite light skinned,
Okay.
right? So when you say black men in,
You mean
in
high yellow.
Texas, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yo,
Does
let me
it
tell you
make it
something.
like a better experience for you since you're not dark?
I don't know, because I've never been dark, right? But what I can
Have you ever
tell
been dark skinned?
Right.
Well, when I get a tan in the summer, I do
Right,
construction.
But I would tell you that in
I just get redder.
you look black. I mean, Mexicans are Mexican, and I'm black, like straight up and down. So either way,
When you
Yeah, but
walk
when they
in, they
see-
know
okay.
you're black. No, when
Okay,
you
so
walk
when
in, they know you're black.
Okay, so when they see
it
you,
doesn't
they
matter your
know that
complexion,
you.
is what I'm saying.
So my thing is, I have done a lot of research, and I know that a lot of Mexican people have negro abuela in the back room.
Yeah, which is
I'm
like
not gonna act like she doesn't exist.
Afro Latina.
Yes, there's an Afro Latina. There's a
Yeah.
black woman in
Of
the
course.
in the back.
Yeah.
She cooked the food. She grooms the children. She's your grandmother. She's your great grandmother.
The old abuela.
And she exists. She's not like a figment of our imagination.
Mhm.
So are you respected the same way when you come through light-skinned black man? I'm sorry.
I
Please
mean, for
excuse my
me,
ignorance. I'm not trying to be like a dickhead or
when I
anything
was in
like
Texas,
that.
for me, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go weeks without seeing another black person. Honestly, it's just all Mexicans and a few white people, about 20% white.
What does Mexican look like?
Mexican is like indigenous, really, because you're Native American, right?
They're like the last of the Aztec, Incas,
Exactly.
and indigenous people.
Yeah, but they speak Spanish. You know what
Cool
I'm saying?
beans. Because we've all been colonized and speak the colonizer's tongue at
Language.
times.
I speak English.
I speak English.
Do you know
I
what
tell
I'm
you
saying?
the truth, though, I worry for generally dark-skinned black folks because I believe the whole world. Just
Damn, son, the
dark-skinned
light-skinned black man
people-
worries for dark skin.
No, but they got
let's
it.
talk about
I've
it.
walked in plenty of places where we don't allow black here.
Mhm.
Or I walk in and I got the whole
Excuse
crowd's
me, tell them
attention,
the
even though
era
I'm high
that-
yellow.
Let them know the era, though, under which you
What
actually
era?
see.
Yesterday?
No, but you,
Please, girl.
I gotta keep
Yeah,
it funky
word,
with
word,
my
word.
listeners.
Yesterday
Like,
in Flatbush?
is it a phenomenon
Bar?
that is continued generationally where it went from, and you told me you saw whites only, blacks only back in the day,
I
right?
lived not far from Howard Beach where they chased Yusef Hawkins into the street and he died from the
Yeah.
pizza parlor.
Yeah.
I was there. All right, it ain't far from my house.
And so what's
This ain't
different
that long
today
ago.
though? Is there
George
different
Floyd
or
can't
is it
possibly be killed in front of all our eyes with a
cameras
white man
and
on
cell
his neck,
phones?
with holding somebody's neck down for that long. Listen, I love everybody, I do, but there's some bad folks out here. There's some bad folks that ain't letting go, And I go to sing some country music somewhere there. We don't want him in here. I remember Ray Charles said he wasn't going to sing in Georgia anymore, and they banned him for a long time after that because he said he wasn't going to do Jim Crow and all of that back then. So
as he should.
They finally gave him and made him a song. Made his song Georgia. They made it almost an anthem. But some folks just refuse to let go.
Where are we at with it right now? And I want to know your personal perspective on whether or not country has allowed you to be a part of it, or did you just say fuck it, I'm country whether you allowed me in or not? And then I'm going to ask Johnny, like, yo, because we are purveyors of the hip hop culture, real talk. And I think that hip hop also involves jazz, country, pop,
house music. There's so many elements,
all these different things. So like, to tell somebody that they don't belong, or like, I want to know your perspective on whether or not we've progressed to where, all right, cool beans.
Country music videos had one black girl in the back. Then the next day allowed a black man in the back. Then one or two. Then maybe a full line of black background singers because they wanted some soul in it, but there was no headliner frontliners. Darius Rucker came back from Hootie and the Blowfish and finally separated.
Hootie and the Blowfish was my shit. He's like, I only want to be with you. I'm like, yo, that's my dude. Me too. I don't want to be with you, but I like your song. I like you. Was that inspirational for people?
Of course. But some folks that get in, I could write him a letter and say, Darius, could you like let me be the headline singer or the opener for you? He might look, brother.
Like, look, brother, I've got a whole lot of white guys on the roster. And since we're not looking to be color focused.
Exactly. It's such a touchy subject for some people. It's just so touchy sometimes of a subject that people, we're going to play the race card. Yeah.
Affirmative action in country.
Oh, yeah. That's how you got that job, didn't you?
Yo, that's so crazy.
Come on, let's just live our life. Can't we all just get the hell along instead of beating me with the 65 cops? But can't we all just get along?
Affirmative action. We don't know what to do with you.
Johnny! Yeah. Do we like it or do we love it?
I love it.
I love affirmative action. Place me, motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Hey,
listen, I pay the bills, so like, you want to curse here? That's your business, kid. I'm like, listen.
What's that? Jerry Springer bell? Fight!
I'm going to play you something, and I want to know our thoughts on it. Right? First of all, let the people know where they can find you at and why they should look for you. Talk about your books and what inspired you and your music and why they should listen.
Can I give you one quick story?
Don't give me, talk to the world. Okay. That's what we talking to.
One of the books is called The Morgue. I'm going to give you a short version, quick. Serial killer knows he's going to get caught. He has a pill that almost stops his heart, makes him foam at the mouth. So if he looks like he's dead, no one's going to give him mouth to mouth. At the morgue where they take him, he has a guy who looks just like him. He takes his place when he wakes up from the medication, kills the guy, takes his spot. Phone rings, the guy's wife. Hey, honey, the food's on the stove. You can eat when you... okay, yeah, okay. My voice is a little sore. All right, I'll be there. Looks for his address, gets the wallet. Shoots to his house, goes outside, picks the bing, bing, bing. He knows which car it is, jumps in it, looks at the address, gets to the house, opens the door, sits down, eats the food. Then he goes upstairs, he sees a silhouette in the bedroom. Then he goes in the bathroom, washes up, goes into the bedroom, gets in bed with her, makes love to her. He wakes up a couple hours later and cops everywhere. Don't move, don't you move. He says, what the heck? How did I get caught? What's going on? They take him downstairs. He sees she's sitting at the table. She's crying. Ooh, and then she winks at him. So they take him outside. And then all the magazine guys come up to him in the newspapers. And they say, how did you know? How'd you know it wasn't your husband? She say, you kidding? My husband lasts about 2 minutes. This guy went 3 hours.
Oh, she stayed there for it. Guys, in no way, shape, or form does the Butters Basic Show
She said, hold on.
encourage crime, criminology, rape, or what is it? S&D?
S&M.
Nobody wants the S and D. I'm like, SMD.
SND is
SMD.
well, yeah.
Nobody
Bondage,
encourages.
period.
Listen,
But the
man.
books can be found at streetstoriesnyc.com. They're on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and the music is on Spotify and iTunes. So you can look me up, or you can go directly to the website, thenewyorkcowboy.com, the nycowboy.com, or streetstoriesnyc.com. If you have a Barnes & Noble, or you have a Nook or a Kindle, you can go straight to those sites. If you got an iPhone and you want to do iTunes, you can go straight to the site and you can pick up the books and the music as well. So just look it up.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And they're reasonable. $2.99 for a book. Come on.
That's really awesome. Are those like little Subway readers?
Yes, exactly.
New York City style.
Toilet bowl style. I mean,
New York cowboy style.
exactly.
Push that product.
That's right, girl.
What's your Instagram? What they want to contact you?
Still under Michael Knight, Michael Seaboy.
No, it's Michael Knight 365.
Okay,
325.
325. Okay, girl, she got it. She on her job.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
That's why she the boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Word.
Oh man, am I really the boss? I'm so.
That's
You
right.
are the boss.
That's right. Boss
You
lady.
know?
Damn boss.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Deal with it, guys. Boss lady.
Listen, man. So there's something that I want to play for everybody. Shout outs to my assistant Kim, always on point,
Yes.
keeping that mouth open
Shout
when
out
it
to
needs to be,
Lucy.
keeping
Yes.
it closed when it needs to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to play something for everybody. Chase, can you hear this one? I want to play something and I want us all to comment on it. I might scoot through a couple of pieces of it or whatever, but recently, brothers, the gentleman Kanye West has been under heavy scrutiny. He has an Indo-European wife, heritage from Armenia, and she's here in America running things like a boss. Kim Kardashian and her family, the Kardashians. And so we spoke earlier on about blackness and its appropriation in country music and fashion and things like this.
Stardom.
You are allowed to wear that cowboy hat, or did you say that it fits my soul and so I chose to, this is what I rock?
Girl, please. Some places they look at me like I'm an alien.
Understood. I bet you get a lot of respect too for just pulling up in your authenticity.
Well, I am 6'5", 250 pounds of man.
So
All
they're
the ladies
gonna
listening.
think twice.
All the ladies listening,
Think twice about it.
think twice about it.
Thank God.
I want to play a clip from Tucker Carlson. Shout outs to Fox News and
Oh,
anybody
boy.
that I choose to add to this, perspective. Kanye's been going under. Do you know who Kanye is?
Of course.
What is he to you in country music?
In country,
As
he's an
you as a-
artist.
a
He's a
country music
successful
artist.
artist as far as I'm concerned.
successful
artist. And to me, he's a guy going through a breakup that's had a hard time. And a breakup is never easy, especially
Goodness
something so
gracious.
publicized as his breakup is.
You
And he
country
seems to have
music artists
accepted
always
Christ
doing breakup
along
things.
the way.
Going through breakups in the public.
I saw him with Joel Osteen.
That's a part of the thing.
That was dope. When I seen him with Joel Osteen too, it was powerful.
Yeah, it
They're
was.
controlling crowds and crowds of people. Not
But
controlling.
that was years ago.
But look at Joel's face when he's looking at Kanye.
Talk about it.
Talk
about
okay,
it.
because he's a celebrity. He gets to open and say this and say that and say this. I mean, I only ask, has he received the Holy Ghost? Or is he on medication?
Both.
I don't know.
Is that Osteen or
I-
Kanye on medication?
Both.
Yeah. And then on top of that, for Fox News, of course, the exploitation kings.
Yeah.
I don't know. You couldn't find somebody else to say something.
Do you feel funny about talking about politics, or is it okay to talk with you?
It depends. Who am I? I'm no authority.
Okay.
But of course, I have an opinion, especially as an American. We're we're the backbone of America.
Of America.
We're
Yeah.
the hard workers. We're the ones that the rich ones count on to sell McDonald's hamburgers and Popeye's chicken.
Our taxes pay their salary.
Exactly.
Period.
No matter how you slice it, it's of the people, by the people,
Yeah.
for the people.
So we're gonna talk about
So
it.
we're gonna be the ones.
So let me play you guys this clip.
Play it.
Run that.
Johnny's bullying me today.
Let me see what it sounds like. Hold
Put it
on.
this way. You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob cannot make me not love him. We are both dragon energy. He is my brother. I love everyone. I don't agree with everything anyone does. That's what makes us individuals, and we have a right to independent thought. Well, the president responded to this by tweeting, "Thank you, Kanye, very cool." After the tweets, West's Twitter following, which was enormous, plunged, I think this is right, by more than 9 million followers. What do we make of all of this? Jason Whitlock is an anchor with Fox Sports 1, and he joins us tonight. So, Jason, I'm not sure I understand exactly what's going on here. It seems maybe Kanye West decided that he's allowed, as a citizen of a free country, to say exactly what he wants to say. What's your read on this? What does this mean? Why did he write this?
Well, I think he wrote it because it's what he authentically believes, and I think he's probably trying to inspire African Americans to have a more open mind about politics and to be less demonizing of people we disagree with and understand that we're all flawed. Our president is flawed, but that doesn't mean it's an effective strategy to write that person off or to write that side of politics off. And so I just think Kanye's being true to himself and trying to open African Americans' mind that in all things, competition is good. My background is sports, and competition is what takes you to a higher level. There's no competition for the black vote right now.
Right.
And there has been none for 50 or 60 years. I think we should look around at other ethnic groups and other groups of people. They make people compete for their votes, and politics tend to help them and move them forward while we're not experiencing the same thing.
Right. Well, any group that feels under attack tends to kind of retreat into a defensive posture. And you see this in not just African-American voters, but other groups too, this exact same phenomenon. But I totally agree it's not helpful. What's the risk that he runs in saying this? It seems like kind of, even for a famous guy like Kanye West, it seems like kind of a fraught position to take. I mean, is he not going to be punished for this? Can you say this?
He's certainly going to be punished over social media. And it does not surprise me that he's lost a bunch of Twitter followers or IG followers or social media followers, because much of social media is rigged to support far left-wing thought. And if you stray, particularly as an African American, from the talking points that the left-wing, far left-wing side wants you to, they're going to extract a penalty for you having thoughts that they haven't approved. Again, Kanye's a free thinker. He always has been. His music has always been open to a lot of different interpretation and just ideas. I think he's just being consistent and true to himself and, again, trying to inspire people.
So, really quick.
I'm going to pause right there, right? Because we're talking about musicians and their role in politics. And I know earlier on we spoke about Reagan, Schwarzenegger, and people such of this nature in entertainment that then sway their way towards politics. And people are like, yo, just dribble the ball. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up and play.
Shut up and play. You know, I'm not saying you can have political views. I don't know what you do outside of here.
My thing is, am I going to see Tucker Carlson in a soul food restaurant, or any of them blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauties in a soul food restaurant
No,
or in the hood?
Definitely not.
But they get these black folks on there that will say what they want sometimes or whatever. Why? Why are you putting the black people on your station? Really? Why? Why?
How come now?
Exactly.
And
Come
not
on,
before.
Give me a break.
All right. I'm not gonna.
My dad had blonde hair and green eyes.
He was passing.
He was passing. Yes.
Blonde hair and green. Was
That's
he
right.
from Australia or
And
something?
we had a Jewish,
was he an Aborigine?
We had a Jewish last name. He sold kosher foods.
Wow.
So,
should I say lucky you, or like, am I facetious in
we might have
saying
made
like
more money than some of the black folks around me.
Mm.
And I was one of the only black kids in my class for a lot of years.
That's crazy.
A lot of passers in my family.
We got a lot to deal with on our plate as far as like understanding where we're going in our future. And I'll be the first one to say it if nobody said it yet. Guys, if we don't have these kind of conversations about our artists and, you know, Johnny, you know how I feel already. I've always said there's no nigger over here. I don't know who
Yeah.
where the niggas at, because I'm like, wait,
Yeah, you don't even like using
niggas
that.
where?
Using that word.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
My grandmother and my great grandmother only referred to people as that in the Caribbean when they were downtrodden, nasty, undesirables.
Mhm.
Why is it that in certain music do you think that it's camaraderie? Is it like that in country?
I went to see a play the other day with Samuel Jackson, the piano lesson.
Mhm.
They used the word quite often, especially back then in the down south. That's where the play was set.
Nigger or nigga?
I am so done with people
Nigga.
trying to make that be different.
Well, because
I'm always gonna say it with the hard ER so people can feel
well,
what
nigger,
that's like.
nigger is definitely a
Camaraderie.
a derogatory term towards black people, right?
I thought you guys liked it.
But nigga, right? Let me tell you, like,
Okay.
You my
so
nigga, yo.
the reason why it started is because it's like, okay, what up, black? Right? You really black, right? Oh, you was a black man for real. You was a nigga. You are a nigger, and that's the whole thing. It's like, yo, what up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Like, if you ain't a real nigga, I'm not dealing with you. I'm like, yo, kid.
It's weird.
It's weird.
That's how it came
because
about.
I am so far from
You a real
niggerdom.
black person.
Yeah, but we don't go around saying, yo, my cracker, yo, my spick, yo, my come
Right,
on, come
right.
on. But it's
That's true.
Something's comfortable about nigga.
But those other people weren't,
Ostracized
enslaved.
Exactly, enslaved like black folks. I
Right,
mean, you
right.
don't have the right to do that to us.
So they didn't
and
have to do some
continue to
time of
do it.
camaraderie.
So
you know what I'm
here's
saying?
the ultimate
But Juicy
question.
has something to say.
Ultimate.
Oh my, because here's the ultimate question for the day, right? So if in country music, which has been predominantly what?
White.
Now, and not even now, but before, because I'm sure there were bluegrass and
Charlie
blues
Pride.
and yes, a lot of people that have played the instrument
McCoy.
contributed to this and that. How come we still don't see it as something that you colored folks do?
One of my songs I put, you may not like me because I look like Charlie Pride, but be kind enough to move over and step aside. Let me sing my song. It takes a while. How long, when we first saw a girl kiss, did it take like, ooh, wait a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
what's he doing? He gonna get hung.
Oh my
Or
God.
different
This
things.
is real talk though. Like
And
it was illegal at a point in time.
This
Kim,
sits
come
in
to the
us,
mic to say what you
know?
wanted to say, Mama. And it better be short and sweet.
Uh-oh,
Shout outs to
we got
Kimmy
her
Kim,
motivated.
Juicy. Let me hold on.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate what you had to say right there. What you're getting into is a big conversation. Kim, can you close it out with your question?
Well, it actually wasn't a question. It was just actually piggybacking off of Johnny Fastlane. He was pointing out that in certain understandings of his concept of business is that some people do use the A at the end, right? And then I realized
Does
that,
it make it cute?
no, it doesn't make it cute or acceptable. However, if you actually put it into your own concepts and your own understandings. So don't forget, when the white man was saying that to you, it wasn't the low degraded individual that they were in reference to. It was anybody with that pigmentation. So at the end of the day, I can be this high statured man who's 6'3" and 6'5" and
Excuse me,
250
6'5".
6'5" and 200 and something pounds and all black. And at the end of the day, he represents himself as a black man. But if he was being acknowledged by another white person that might not respect him as such, they would refer to him as
That nigga.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to be like, hell yeah, I'm that nigga, man.
We know that in most concepts, like, so my dad always programmed my family members not to use the word no matter what society.
Your dad was the darker person.
My dad was a black man.
That's what she tries to do.
No, because in the reality, it gets confusing.
Your
And that's
mom
where
was the whiter person.
My mom was white. It's not
How
the
would
whiter
she
person.
feel
She
to
was
be?
white.
Was she ever called a nigga lover?
I didn't have those conversations with my parents because they tried to make sure that we didn't
do that.
Be exposed to
Yeah.
that. And it might be more of a reason why we were secluded. We don't have any aunts and uncles in that such
So
manner.
since we've been sheltered in that way a lot of the times in our past, now that we're here in the future present time, should we keep sheltering this thing and making it
No,
coddled?
we should acknowledge it and bring forth that same terminology that they try to use against you and make it empowering in some format. Now,
I'm so
granted,
sorry.
We can't. No, excuse me.
It's like
Make
it's like
it
your,
empowering.
It's like
We
your culture.
have to because it's already been degraded.
Son, you know
You
what?
gonna call
Right
Oprah?
now,
You gonna call
we're
Oprah my nigga?
You are my
We
kid.
don't want to
You are my nigga.
categories that go with it. And
Listen,
who represents it.
Excuse me.
But when a rapper says it,
You
and
can't
he
call
says
Oprah that.
gang
You can't
banging,
call
And
Oprah that.
you know
I'ma call
what?
Oprah
Let
my
me
nigga
let me
too.
keep y'all
Really?
in tune with
depends on
where
how
I'm
you
at
show.
with it, right? Because this show is known as the platform for the unknown to get known, but also known as anger management for the diaspora. I never hide who I am,
Gotta face
right?
it.
So for me, if I'm going all over the place where blackness exists, which is everywhere on this planet, do not ever refer to me as my nigga. I do not associate. I don't live in the kingdom of niggerdom. I don't understand how it's become, and it's my ignorance, due to my ignorance, and I apologize.
No, it's just.
I'm
accept
not
that
very
you-
sorry for my apology,
you're all
but I
good.
will give it to whoever needs it. I can't. My grandmother, she was born in 1918, and I knew her.
Mhm.
My
Feel
dad
me?
was born in 1914, and he's my dad, and I know him.
And my great grandmother was born in
dad's
the
alive.
1800s, and I knew her.
You feel me?
She lived that long.
Yeah.
And so just just for me on a thoughtful level about ancestors that I actually had time to spend with
Yeah.
in this realm.
I mean, it's trauma inducing. The
Come
word
on, son.
itself
Like,
is
yo,
trauma
this is
inducing.
whack.
It's trauma inducing
So
because
what-
it came
what
Is
from
is
this why
trauma.
we got
Yeah.
free?
Came
So we
from
could.
trauma.
Did we get free so we could use that word?
Did you
all
say
over
get
again?
free?
Exactly.
Please
Are we
pause.
free at last?
Let's
Are we
pause.
free at last?
All right, so let's
Good
pause
God
for a
Almighty.
second, right? Because I will not have the world, as we are internationally local here on DTF Radio, hear me say that I'm okay with us thinking that we are in some type of freedom by taking a word that has been nothing but derogatory and not going back to its origins and saying, thank you, my niggas, for being here, King.
Right.
My
but
niggas, we
Just to
all
stress
here.
it a little further.
Hold on a second,
Oh, I'm
because I
sorry.
want people to understand that the origins of my niggas is everything that we are, everything that we embody. Whether or not you thought that it was cute in American society to be my nigga or my with an A or the nigga with the ER on the end, hun, we transcend boundaries. I don't even want to go into it like that. And this is one of the reasons why I want to make it firm and known that when Kanye wear the sweater and Candace Owens wear the sweater that say White Lives Matter, it's because they fucking do.
Yeah, that's the rhetoric that's actually being ignored in the public eye, but it's the understanding that we fully experience on a daily basis.
Yeah, but
along
people
with the
beating
black
people up
term
for-
being legal, the black term being legal as less than. So you can be considered a black person or the N-word. Like I
But
said,
why did
don't
people
worry.
write Black
You know
Lives
what I'm
Matter? Because we were upset. You don't have to tell us white
'Cause
lives
somebody
matter.
forgot.
We know that
Somebody
already.
forgot.
That people had to put Black Lives Matter. Don't go putting
You forgot it was
this
in
one marries,
quotations?
that one matters. Come on, we don't need to hear that. Black Lives did it because George Floyd was killed. Other people were killed. They were black. That's why we put Black Lives Matter.
Who
There's no
monetizes that though?
excuse for
Who
that.
actually gets
Oh,
paid every
yeah.
time we use it?
Dirty works.
Who gets paid every
Dirty
time we talk
works.
Well,
about
that
it?
depends.
Wait,
What
no,
are they
no,
doing
no.
with the
Ask
money?
the question out loud again, because
What
we're
they
not
doing
gonna
with the
answer
money?
it. It's rhetorical. Speaking to the mic. Say the
No, I
question.
was saying
again.
like at the end of the day, we have these Black Lives.
Yo, I
Matter.
said ask the question you
Oh.
just asked
Who
again.
owns the Black Lives Matter
And who profits?
And who profits?
And who
You don't got to
monetizes
go
that?
into all of the
All right.
everything. These
Absolutely.
are rhetorical questions
Yes,
that when
my
people
love.
hear it, if they can't answer it, go research it. Let's not play these games.
No, I was just actually going deeper in the concept
It's
of
not
the
a
legal
personal
stature
attack.
of black.
And
No,
the
that's
legal
all.
stature of it has a lot to do with something that has to do with understanding status,
Exactly.
not your color.
So we have to consider that N word that we are so afraid of, but was used against a particular group. We have to now start, because it ain't going nowhere. Clearly, as we see.
I mean, apparently,
you know,
apparently you niggas love it.
When you watch 12 Years a
Sorry
Slave,
to be such a dick, but
When you
like, you know,
watch
for the
12
people
Years a
listening,
Slave.
they
Your
love that
director
shit.
was.
and you
Forget who-
see 12 Years a Slave, and you see men and women being called nigga. That's my nigga. I own that nigga. You can't do nothing. When
I'm going home to watch it
hurts.
today, Jerry.
No,
I'm
it's
watching
fucking trash.
And shout out
Absolutely,
to everybody
it's
that
trash.
produces black
just
trauma
trying to-
porn, such as
That too.
the latest version of black trauma porn produced by two white women. The Woman King.
It's always,
The Woman King.
always
Guys,
Really?
I'm not. Listen, let's close
They got
out
the money.
show
What
on
you
a
want to
good
do?
note.
no.
They got
Let's
the money
close
to
out the
produce
show on a
movie.
great
You gotta
note.
stop them from allowing.
We're not going to talk about their money. I heard you black people were rich. I heard you black people
He
have a
is.
whole lot of money. So let's take our money and put it into the talented ones. Johnny Fastlane, DJ Chase, the New York Cowboy,
Yeah.
Kimmy Kim and Butters Basics.
Yeah.
Send it this way. We attract what we put out.
That's right.
So let's do this, guys. Let's wrap this show up. It's been the Butters Basics Show. Really awesome platform for the unknown to get known, also known as AKA anger management
Gotta
for
be.
the diaspora.
I'm mad already.
Gotta
Yo, my name is Butter. For anybody that wants to follow me, kick Instagram in the ass for deleting my account Gazebo
Yo.
11210. But you know,
Crazy.
the person that stole my account changed it to Gazebo Crypto.
Yeah, now they're crypto builders.
Bullshit.
be. Oh, they doing cryptocurrency on you.
Son, that's what they're doing.
That's some bullshit.
Listen,
Took
but
a
if you
name
want
of all
to,
that shit.
That's wild.
but if you want to, make sure that you join us every week, 2 to 3 p.m. here at DTF Radio. We are hashtag internationally local, hashtag anger management for the diaspora, hashtag Butter is always in the mix. Please believe it. And we're also the platform for the unknown to get known. I'm so happy to have you here, Johnny Fastlane. Tell the people where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, all of that. Johnny Fastlane. You know, I mean, you already know. Y'all gonna see the big ass red
Big
beard.
red beard, no
You know what I'm
H on the
saying?
Johnny.
Right, that's Jonny Fastlane. You feel me? I do the hip hop news. I interview all these dope ass rappers. Y'all gonna see me. You already know what it is.
Oh, what time it is. Kimmy Kim, where can they find you, Juicy?
I am on the IG. It's a quit while you're ahead with the UR in the center, and you'll see my face.
That's
While
my
you're
associate
ahead.
producer. Yo, DJ Chase,
DJ.
tell them where they can find you,
So,
love.
Instagram _DJ Chase _ 2 underscores and DJChase.net, the website.
And that's the man in
You
charge
be
of the
following
ones
like a
and twos.
motherfucker with
And
it.
today's guest, thank you so much for coming through.
You can find
Please
me
let
at-
the people come talk to the microphone. Pull up,
find
pull
me-
up
He's
to that.
famous on
Pull up to
TikTok.
the bumper,
Is he
baby.
famous on TikTok?
He's famous on TikTok.
Let me
Yeah.
find out.
TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to make it on there. But you can find me the simplest way, thenewyorkcowboy.com or streetstoriesnyc.com. Go download one book. You got to like one. There's 44 books in the series. I cater to women, the maternity ward, the shoe shop, the beauty salon, stalkers, daycare center, divorce court.
All
There's
that?
plenty of them. There's 44. You got to like one. Buy one. $2.99. Won't hurt you.
Awesome sauce.
iTunes, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. Go get one.
Where can we see your next performance?
Still to be determined.
Don't worry, we're gonna take care of all of that. We're gonna take care. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll set it
take
up.
care. We're gonna take
Yeah,
care.
we can set it up.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
The creep is coming.
No, we got
That's the, that's the take care of it demon on. We're gonna take care of all of that.
She said
Yo,
she was different.
Listen, everybody, welcome and thank you so much for being a purveyor. Share, but it's basic show. Awesome sauce, everybody. Peace, love, and share the wealth with everyone around you. Turn that up, DJ
All right.
Chase.
You're now in the mix with the Worldwide Sounds Records. Every day, DJ Chase, lock it in. You know the vibe.
I didn't appreciate how good your love was. Don't know why, I just couldn't see. I know that you took as much as you could take, and it hurt when you walked out that door. But a woman like you that's just so sweet truly deserves much more. Now I sleep alone in my king-size bed, thoughts of my baby running off in my head.